At this year's Trailblazer DX, Salesforce announced that we are in what's being coined as a global labor shortage. Before anyone in the crowd of Trailblazers could really consider what this meant, Salesforce had presented their solution, using agentic AI to create a digital labor revolution. But is there really a global labor shortage? And what does Salesforce have to do with it? At TDX, Salesforce frames the discussion around labor shortages with some big numbers. According to the UN, global population growth has slowed to less than 1% per year, and reports from publications like the New York Times suggest this is contributing to a hiring crisis. In fact, Salesforce's keynote claimed that by 2030, 85 million jobs could go unfilled due to this so-called labor shortage. But here's the thing, labor trends aren't universal. What's happening in one country or industry may not apply to another. While some regions and sectors struggle to find skilled workers, others have more applicants than jobs. So when Salesforce talks about a global labor shortage, who does this actually affect? And is the issue really about a lack of workers, or is this something else entirely? To address this so-called labor shortage, Salesforce has positioned Agentforce as the solution. Launched in its 2.0 version last year, Agentforce is described as a digital labor platform designed to boost productivity, combat burnout, and help companies stay afloat when human workers are, well, being human. At its core, Agentforce introduces AI agents to handle tasks, freeing up employees for more strategic work. Salesforce claims this will revolutionize enterprise productivity by giving organizations access to unlimited expertise, zero hold time, and limitless scalability. But is this really about solving a labor shortage, or is it about replacing workers with AI-driven efficiencies? Speaking of revolutionizing productivity, you might not be utilizing the very best of Salesforce's features when you really should. Well, good news! You can now with our sponsor, Salesforce Foundations. Salesforce Foundations give you access to more of Salesforce, and it's easier than ever, and you can get started with Connected Customer 360 by building their foundational apps into your CRM at no additional cost. Yes, that's right, for free. Get access to sales deal management, service case resolution tools, marketing email campaigns, commerce storefront, and more with this free add-on today. And if you want more info or just need more convincing, check out the demo at www.salesforcespend.com/foundations. You'll find this linked at the top of the description. If we look at this from a practical standpoint, fewer births over time could mean fewer workers. The economic reality is much more complicated. Many industries have more workers than jobs, and in many cases, it's not that companies can't find employees, it's that they can't find employees willing to work for what they're offering. A great breakdown from The Economist points out that labour shortages often have more to do with pay and working conditions than a lack of workers. For example, in the US, some companies report hiring struggles due to skill gaps, while in Italy, where unemployment is much higher, companies still report the same issue. This suggests that the labour market is more about price and distribution than actual scarcity. And when it comes to the Salesforce ecosystem, the reality isn't matching Salesforce's narrative. For months, the community has been discussing how difficult it is to find jobs right now, especially for entry-level professionals. The promise that getting a Salesforce cert would lend you a six-figure job has shifted, and now even experienced professionals are struggling to find roles. One of the most compelling reactions came from Salesforce solution architect Melinda Smith. She highlighted how bizarre it was to hear Salesforce tie the declining birth rate to business concerns in a developer keynote. Many professionals responded, sharing concerns that this narrative ignores bigger factors like economic hardship and changing job markets. Salesforce MVP Ben Lamoth pointed out that slipping these kinds of narratives into keynotes normalizes them over time, while other professionals noted that this was the second time in recent months that Salesforce has framed its AI advancements around labor shortages. And it's not just speculation. Our own salary survey at Salesforce Ben found that 87% of respondents feel like the job market is tougher than it has been in previous years, and nearly 40% of job seekers reported it took them over 3 months to land a role. That doesn't sound like a labor shortage, it sounds like a job market reset. One thing is clear, Agentforce is just the beginning. Industry analysts like Vernon Keenan predict that the AI-driven virtual employees, or agents designed to completely replace human roles, will soon be a reality. Unlike current AI assistants, these virtual employees will be able to take on entire job functions with cognitive skills and decision-making abilities. If or when this shift happens, it won't just impact entry-level professionals, it could change the structure of employment as we know it. Many companies already view human labour as a constraint rather than a necessity, and virtual employees could offer a cheaper, infinitely scalable workforce. So, if AI-driven virtual employees are coming, how can you stay ahead? The key is to double down on human skills, communication, problem-solving, and strategic thinking. While AI will excel at automation and data processing, it still lacks emotional intelligence, critical reasoning, and adaptability. The best approach? Learn how to work alongside AI rather than against it. Professionals who can integrate AI tools into their workflows will be in the best position to thrive in this new era. And if you're in the Salesforce ecosystem, that means staying up to date with AI-powered Salesforce tools and certifications that emphasize AI-human collaboration. So, is there really a global labor shortage, or is this just a convenient narrative for pushing AI-driven automation? Well, it's clear that the job market is evolving, but professionals need to be wary of how these narratives shape the future of work. Salesforce's vision of Agentforce as a solution to labor shortages makes sense on paper, but it raises bigger questions about the future of jobs in the ecosystem. While AI and automation have the potential to enhance productivity, companies must remember that people, not AI, are at the heart of this progress. But what do you think? Is Agentforce a game changer, or does the global labor shortage argument miss the mark? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Salesforce insights. See you in the next video.